Welcome to our physics class. In our physics class, we'll be looking at speed, velocity, and acceleration. For the meantime, we'll be teaching speed. When you talk about speed, speed is the rate of change of distance with time. From our board, speed is equals to distance all over time, and you can also represent the speed with v, also the distance with d, and our time with s. And the unit of speed is meter per second. Also, from here, distance has to do with how far an object can move. It can be car, it can be a person. Take for instance, maybe you're traveling out of Jos, from Jos to Bauchi State. You need to know the distance that you're going to cover and the time that you're going to cover at that period. That is why we say speed is the rate of change of distance with time. And we also have types of speed. We have average speed and actual speed. When you talk about average speed, when the distance covered with time over a particular journey and not steady, probably due to traffic condition, then the speed can be said to be a non-uniform speed. In this average speed, what you are concerned with is this main point, not steady, and also possibly due to traffic. Take for instance, you are traveling out of Jos, and the car that you're traveling with, it broke down, or there is a lot of traffic at the road. You see that you need to calculate the speed that you use. You need to know the distance at that period. You need to know the time that you were able to cover. Maybe you are expected to cover maybe 50 kilometers at 1 hour or 100 kilometers at 2 hours, but you were able to spend more than the expected time and the distance. This has to do with average velocity. So from here, we have the formula for average speed is total distance covered all over the time taken. Just like I illustrate using Jos, traveling outside Jos, and you have some issues on the road. You need to calculate the total distance that you covered all over the time. Also, we have actual speed. When you talk about actual speed is the instantaneous speed of an object at a particular measured distance over a short interval of time. When you talk about instantaneous, this has to do with a steady speed. This one don't have traffic. You don't have anything like distractions on the way. This one has to do with steady. You are on a steady speed without any form of locomotion. That's why here you don't need any formula to calculate this type of actual speed. Maybe you are expected to cover 100 meters at 1 hour. You are expected to cover it at that same time. This is what we mean by actual speed. So in our next class, we'll be looking at some of the calculations on speed. Remember to like, share, and comment. Thank you.